on the other shit.
Oh, it goes auto. All right.
It's beer time with Beer Man.
All right, man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? It is Beer and Cheese Tuesday again, and I look forward to seeing. This is actually a special one. It was a little challenge to see, so we can all kind of see how goat cheese works so well with these sour ales. So this is a goat cheese and sour Tuesday. So if you have those and you'd like to be on in the back end, please come on up. You got the link back there. So more than happy to come up. Welcome to the chat. Jeremy and Blake, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You guys rock. Of course, my awesome panel here, Miscellaneous Magnets. Thank you, man. Bumpy Road Brewery. Thank you. John and Nilly, thank you. Is this your first time, John, or you've been here once?
I have been here once before. This is actually only my second time on the Beer and Cheese Tuesday. So,
oh, nice. Well, welcome. Oh, that's great, dude. No, I'm just trying to this is awesome. I want to make sure everything's working good real quick. We are going on Facebook and Twitter at the same time, and it looks like it's working. So, at least on my channel. So, I'm not too popular over there, but I do my best. So cool. We'll start with miscellaneous and go around the clock here. If anyone else pops up, I'll look out for you in the basement and bring you up. Right on. Cheers. Let's go.
All right. So tonight, I've got the Green Zebra by Founders. Apparently, this is something fairly new that just came out by them. What is 4.6%, 10 IBUs, Goza style ale brewed with watermelon and sea salt. I know Bumpy brought this up last week. I told him I didn't see one. I went to the store, and then boom, there it was. So, Founders, man. I like Founders. Haven't ever tried a sour by them, so why not? Well, not getting all that in there. Light, lemony, slight amber color to it. Very effervescent. Tiny bubbles shooting up from the bottom there. I'd say it's pretty close to 3 fingers. Let's go 2.5. White, tight knit, very, very sturdy, tight together head. It's going for the nose. Yeah, get that watermelon. You get that Goza smell there. Doesn't smell bad. Little sea salty as usual. So traditional Goza style. So I don't know. Let's see.
Cheers. Yeah.
That's a little different from most of the Gozas I've had. It's not real. Wow. It's really not as tart and like pungent sour. The watermelons, the flavor is really good. I get kind of like a green candy apple type of note coming out of it, but very, very mild for the style. Not too heavy carbonation on the tongue. Not real prickly. Sorry, getting tongue tied there. But yeah. So I figured going goat cheese. Tried to find just regular plain goat cheese, but I went and got the Publix Deli brand. This is the. Let me get my shit together there. Honey goat cheese. So there it is. Just pulling no punches. Looks like a block of cream cheese. So let's go ahead and get a chunk of that off. This is much firmer than the what was it? The garlic herb one I had was like really pliable, sticky. So that's really good. Honey's real light. Um, doesn't overpower the cheese. You get that, still get that like tart, slightly sourness coming from the goat cheese. Man, that's really good. Like I said, it's pretty basic. It's not pulling any punches. So let's go ahead and try them together.
Cheers. Hell yeah. Cool.
Sorry, it's so rich.
It is.
Wow, that actually does go pretty good together, man. The sweetness and the richness of the cheese kind of cuts that watermelon flavor down, which I don't mind. But you get more of that sea salt. The salty notes start to pop out of the beer. It goes well with the cheese. I'm gonna indulge a little bit more, and this worked out pretty good. I'm happy.
Nice. Did you like the creamy? So one thing I always found was that creaminess. It like almost feels like cheesecake or kind
Yeah,
of like
it
it
is.
blends
It's like it's
flavors.
really rich. It's melts, but it's still it lingers. You know, you got to work it around. It like coats your whole palate, every hard palate, soft palate.
Right. What about the sour, the lactic acid? Did that thin out a bit with
It's
the
not
cheese?
really that. It's really not that sour, to be honest with you. Like it's very very mild for any style of goes that I've ever had. This is
True. Goes
by
tart.
far like way on the lower end of like that poppy prickly sour tartness. This beer isn't technically bringing that, but I mean it's good.
Nice.
I like
Awesome.
it. It's a little bit different, which I expected from founders. To, I mean, I've never ever seen a sour from them, so I don't
Nice.
know. Maybe they'll go back to the drawing. I don't know if it's the first year this has ever been produced, but I haven't
Been out
seen
for
it.
a few years.
Yeah, I haven't seen
A
it.
few years ago.
So, but
Nice.
yeah, not bad.
I haven't had a gozer with it yet, so I'll have to try that now. Yeah, there is more of a tart than a bitter. Like that Berliner Weiss is more of a vinegary tartiness, or like the kettle sours are more tart. But
Yeah.
those
I
gozers
just
are
want
more
to go
like,
semi subtle, you know. I didn't want
Yeah.
because I knew it was going to be a sweet goat cheese and it was going to hold its own, but I didn't want to get something that was going to overpower it. So this actually was a really nice balance.
nice, awesome. Glad that worked for you, bud. All right, well, thanks, Miss. All right, Bumpy Road, man. It's all you.
All right. Well, we'll go with the beer first. I also have a goat cheese.
Yeah.
The beer I have is Cuvée des Jacobins, Rouge, which means red. This is a Flemish red, so a sour from Belgium. Up at the top. Get rid of some water that's in the glass.
I love Flanders Reds or Flemish Reds, whatever you want to call them. Those are awesome
Yep.
beers.
I like
Wish I could have found one. That's what I would have.
Yep. Yeah, it pours with a little bit of an off-white head. It does kind of have a slight pink hue, mostly when you go down towards the body, which is a very deep red coloration. Not gonna. There's no light behind me, so it's not going to show up that well, but kind of see it on the side there. It does have a almost going into a brown, but it is a fairly deep red coloration. The aromas. First off, you do get like a big punch of like a sour nose, fruit. Pick up on a lot of fruit notes, kind of grapish, a little bit of cherry, slight bit of vinegar in there, like sherry actually. So like sherry wine, vinegar-esque type nose. really hard to talk about any type of malts that might be in there because it doesn't really smell like any malt. It's just a lot of deep fruit, sour, and kind of that vinegar sherry type aroma. So, first swig, cheers.
Cheers.
So first thing you get hit with that sour, does the hits the sides of the tongues and everything, and it's just hits you right away with the sourness. Yeah, I'm picking up on some kind of like cherry, a bit of grape type flavors in there, kind of candy-esque. Right after that sour note first hits you, it does have a like a little bit of candy sweetness to it.
Nice.
Kind of left with a little bit of a vinegar or sherry type note to follow up, going down the back of the tongue. It's got like a medium body, fairly spritzy on the carbonation, so it fizzes a lot. Palate totally dried out. Yeah. So it's a nice Flemish red. Not my favorite Flemish red. My favorite so far is the Duchess de Bouillon. But let's move on to the cheese now. That sourness just lingers on with that. So from Vermont Creamery, they've been around for 35 years, I guess. I got their goat cheese with cranberry, orange, and cinnamon.
Nice.
I had to change out my knife because at first I had a sharp kitchen knife, but then I saw Miscellaneous eating with a butter knife. I said, you know what? That's probably a good idea because I'll probably slice my tongue, and then I'll just have a lot of blood and copper flavors in my mouth. So this one is crusted with all that good stuff. You can see the cranberries and everything plastered on there. Little bits of orange in there. It's almost like
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna plop this log out. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice and centered on the plate.
God, that
better.
looks
That's the camera
appealing.
shot right there. All right, let's. I had a mixture of stuff that had like goat or sheep and cow milk, but I haven't had straight up goat cheese ever in my life. So nice sliver there. Well, it's very creamy. All the fruits and bits on the outside that you chew up. It's almost like craisins and stuff. There's a slight little bit of sourness to the cheese, but then it kind of comes off as sweet. That might actually be the cinnamon. I'm getting cinnamon. I think the cranberries are definitely shining through. They're doing kind of that sour thing on the side of the tongue. It's actually an enjoyable cheese. It's almost like if you make a little cream cheese, like you get one of those little wafers with like cinnamon, brown sugar, whatever. You do like a little cream cheese cake.
Right.
It reminds me of that.
It sounds good.
Very sticky. Like beer that dries your palate up. And this just coats your mouth all over. I'm enjoying this. This is good. All right, let's do the mixture. Oh, those cranberries are hard as hell. Not really picking up on the orange in there though, but the cranberry and the cinnamon definitely comes through with this.
Cinnamon can be a bit overpowering.
Mm-hmm. Strong.
Works. Works. I just spit a piece of cranberry out of my mouth. It works very well together. So with the cream, like with this cream cheese, called with the goat cheese, like it does kind of have that extra sweetness to it when it's coating the mouth, and then throwing a swig of the Flemish red. It like it punches you with that sourness right away, and then it kind of blends in with the goat cheese, softens up, it loosens up all the stickiness from the goat cheese, washes it away. So it's like a quick hit of that sourness, and then the cheese comes back and kind of like takes that sourness away right away, and you're left with like the sweetness of cinnamon and stuff like that, and then still chewing on it, you get those cranberries, and bam, right back to the sour punch again, the tartness. So
Nice.
yeah, I think these are definitely a good combination.
Nice. Awesome. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it has a weird milky way of making it right. I don't know what it is about it comes back. Yeah, like it's always like the sour, in my opinion, the sour takes away that milkiness, but then it seems to kind of linger around and come back and hit you with like this crazy cheesecakiness. I don't know. I keep saying, but it's I guess it's the graham cracker. They usually have like a graham cracker crust and cheesecake, right, or something like that.
That's what I was trying. Yeah, graham cracker crust.
Right. So that's nice. That's good. Cool, man. Well, thanks, Bumpy. I appreciate it, man. John, it's all you now, dude.
All right.
You ready
well,
for this?
I guess I'll do the beer first here. I've got a beer from Terrapin, originally out of Athens, Georgia. It's owned by Miller Coors now, so distribution is pretty good. This is called Frenchie's Blues. It's a blueberry Berliner Weiss. It clocks in at 5% alcohol by volume, and you guessed it, it has a ton of blueberries added to it. So go ahead and pour this thing up. And as you might expect, it looks like blueberry juice. A nice, wow, like 3.5 finger pink head. The appearance of the beer itself is hazy, like deep purple. Some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass. You can hear the carbonation, just hear the bubbles with this. So very highly charged beer. And on the aroma, honestly, what this beer smells like is toasted wheat bread with like blueberry preserves on it. I mean, it's wheat. You're getting the wheat malt, getting the blueberries. It smells fresh. It smells delightful. I'm really not getting much else. No hops to speak of. With this style, you're not really going to get much of that. If anything, it just smells like nice blueberries and lightly toasted wheat bread right out of the toaster. So let's take a sip here. Cheers, guys. Thanks,
Cheers.
Beer Man,
Cheers,
for having me.
Yeah, dude. No problem. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Very tart. This almost drinks like a full-on sour ale. The Berliner Weisses, you never really know what you're going to get. A lot of times you get like a mildly tart Berliner Weiss. Some of the ones that have fruit added, they're more into the sour realm. This one's definitely more on the sour side. So very, very tart, almost full-on sour. I think it's going to pair well with the goat cheese because of how sour it is. The blueberries, like I said, it's got a very fresh taste to it. The wheat malt character is coming through as well. In the middle of the sip, you're really getting a nice, malt backbone with this. And then the finish is pretty short-lived. A little bit of that blueberry lingering around. No bitterness whatsoever. And then, of course, that wheat malt kind of sticks around for a second or two, but it drops off really nicely, which is very inviting, 5.1%. You could drink quite a few of these, no problem. I think it's going to pair really well with the cheese. So I want to go ahead and tell you guys what I got here. I have Miscellaneous had the honey goat cheese from Publix. This is Publix brand as well, but this is the one he mentioned, the garlic and herb. So I've got the garlic and herb goat cheese, and it's very creamy, much like cream cheese. I did put it on crackers with some hot sauce, so I'll get into that in just a minute, but you guys were doing just the cheese first, so that's what I'm going to do. Got my butter knife here, and it really just, I mean, it just comes right off of the log. Very spreadable, very creamy, and you know, you can cut right through it, no problem. So let's get a taste of this. Man, by the way, this is my first time ever having goat cheese. Just never had goat cheese before.
You haven't?
No, first time.
Wow.
And it is delightful. I'm hooked. I'm going to be buying goat cheese a lot more now. I'd like to try the honey one that Miscellaneous had, but this one here, the garlic and herb is not overpowering. Sometimes when you get like garlic and stuff, you know, they overdo it. It's just enough of the garlic and herb, but you're getting the goat cheese really stands out. It's a sour, it's like, to me, it's like a sour cheese. It's very, it's almost like got an acidity to it, almost like, which, you know, the beer, obviously the sour beer style has the tartness, the acidity. So I think these are going to pair well together. But the garlic and herb is not overpowering. The consistency of this is just, it's beautiful. It's just creamy, dreamy, delicious, melts in your mouth. Perfect for club crackers with a little bit of hot sauce on them. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the beer with the cheese, and then I'll try a cracker here. So get another little scoop there. Try not to make a mess. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that's a good pairing. So the acidity from the beer balances well with the sour notes in the cheese. The fruitiness in the beer, the blueberries pair nicely as well. So you get the sweetness as well as the tartness with the beer. And then the garlic and herb kind of cuts through some of the sweetness from the blueberries. But both of them are more like the cheese and the beer. Both are kind of on the sour side. I wouldn't necessarily describe goat cheese as a sour cheese, but it's definitely got a little bit of that pungency to it. And even though it's very smooth and creamy and easygoing, it just has that little sour milk or sour note to it. I think this is an excellent pairing. And let me try one of these crackers here. So I got a little Cholula chili lime hot sauce with the garlic herb cheese on a club cracker.
John's loving it, man.
Yeah.
It's even better on the cracker with the hot sauce because it gives it a little bit of consistency because the cheese is so smooth on its own. So the cracker gives a little bit of crunch. With the hot sauce, gives a little bit of spice. And then the sweetness from the blueberries and the beer just kind of cuts through that and makes it the perfect bite sip combo. I'm really loving this, and I guess I'll give a rating here in a little while, however you want to do it. But awesome stuff. I am very impressed with goat cheese. I've always loved sour beers, and I think that this is just a wonderful combination of flavors.
Awesome. That's great. And the blueberry with the herbal cheese. It was blueberry, right? You said blueberry.
The
I want to make
blueberry
sure.
Berliner Weiss. Yeah, very tart,
Yeah, see
very
that?
fruity, very good stuff. Yep.
And with their herbal, that's crazy how it all went together, even with the fruit and stuff. That's nice. Well, blueberries are kind of earthy anyway, in a way, right? They're
They
a bit
are, and they didn't overdo. I mean, obviously they put a lot of blueberries in here. You can just tell by looking at the beer, but it's not. It's more on the tart side than the sweet side. If it was more
Right.
sweet, it may not complement the cheese as much, but it's because it's more on the tart side and it's not super sweet. I think it pairs perfectly with the little sour note that I'm getting from the cheese, and then the garlic and herb kind of just balances everything out because the garlic and herb flavors are just spot on. It's not overdone with the garlic and herb, but it's just a nice little contrast of flavors.
Contrast, right? And I mean, they say that with cheese and beer too. I mean, it's either contrast or compare. A lot of times,
Right.
sometimes some of the contrasts don't work, but you know that's the way you got to look at it. You can't always look at like these food pairing charts because they're not always right. But it is good to go by certain pointers, to look for, But
Right.
cool, man. This is cool. All right, I've got a hair on my can. That's gross.
What color was the hair?
Black, brown. It was mine.
Oh, it was yours?
My hair and my head.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's my time. I don't see anyone in the basement, so if someone pops up, I will bring you up. So cool. I've got a 10% sour triple India Pale Ale with mango. It's by Urban Family Brewing Company. Third Law of Robotics, and they're out of where are they out of? It's hard to read. Where in the heck? Here we go. Little Tiny Words, Seattle, Washington. So in my neck of the woods. 10% though. India. I've never had an India Pale Ale sour, so that IPA sour. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm just gonna kind of show it all at once. I've got the Vermont goat cheese also, but it's a blueberry lemon and thyme mix. Wild blueberry lemon and thyme. So let's go ahead and do the beer first. And it's got a bunch of it's got like Bumpy's had all that stuff. I like it when the blueberries are when they roll it in that. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And the pineapples are in this, so that's kind of cool. What's the date on this? It says beep boop on the bottom of my can. Cheers, man. Let's open this up. Oh my god. That looks like mango juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
that looks like Tropicana. I mean,
Wow.
That is straight up like a carton of juice. Oh my god. No head on the pour. Straight up, it smells just like mango. Just like mango. Like like mango, like you're biting into a straight up mango, like taking that peel off of that and just biting right into that meaty ass fruit. I don't get any sour. I don't get any lactic or milk sugars or any kind of acidity or anything like that. It's just very fruity and sweet smelling. Wow. No malts, nothing like that. Heads down, retention's down. I'm getting some coating along the glass. That's about it. It really doesn't lace well. I can't see through it. It looks like mango juice or an orange juice, I guess. It's opaque. I can't see through it. It's probably a medium rubbing. I'm getting a medium rising bubble, medium fast on the carbonation. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
God, it tastes like an unripe mango, like a green mango, with and also tastes like an old ripe orange, like tangerine or something, right before it spoils. Like it's very pulpy, very thick, full bodied. It tastes like it really has a flavor of unsweetened grapefruit juice. It has kind of that unsweetened flavor. It's very earthy. It's very juicy and fruity, but it's very sour and puckery in the finish. Dry, medium finish with a dry finish. It covers your whole mouth. It is delicious, though. I don't know what it is. I like it because it's so different. I think I don't know. It's sweeter than your normal. No, a lot of the sours, you like the kettle sours and stuff like, or even the Berliner Weisses. I was saying, like vinegar, like you guys have brought it up, like vinegar, like a vinegar-esque kind of quality, or they have that acidity. This has that, but it's more on the fruit level, like pulpy. It's like you've eaten a fruit that's green. Is basically what it is. Very good though. Let's get into this cheese. Okay. We'll just drop the brick too. How about that? This log. So it's got pieces of pineapple in the front. You can see that, little blueberries, and then there's thyme, herbalness, I guess, in it. So let me get a smaller bite.
You're gonna love the Northeast blueberries.
Oh yeah, those are good. That's real good. Really sweet, milky, goat cheesy, thick coating in the mouth. It has an herbal that thyme comes out through it, but very slight and balanced. The pineapple, the blueberry is really accelerated in flavor. Those blueberries are fucking good, dude. Yeah, that's really good. The pineapple's really good in that as well. Kind of adds to the acidity of goat cheese as well. Goat cheese also has an acidity, like a lemon acidity or some kind of, you know what I mean? They might even, I don't know if, maybe is that how they might use, I gotta see how they make goat cheese now. I don't know how they do it, but
They milk a goat.
They milk a goat. Dude, I wonder if they use like lemon zest or some kind of weirdness like that in there, because it usually has like the plain goat cheese has kind of a zesty citrusiness to it. This is really good though. It's really relaxed and balanced. It's definitely telling me it's goat cheese though. It's got that chalky, waxy kind of lathering like feel in the mouth where it just kind of coats everything. Not waxy, but more milky and creamy and just like it gives you like mucus in your mouth. You want to spit. Let's do it with a beer. I don't cut my tongue. And the clock. Okay. The pineapple works well with this mango. And the citrus or some kind of the acidity from the goat cheese, the pineapple, the thyme all works well with that. The blueberries kind of get lost. But then afterwards, you taste those blueberries again, and it all kind of comes back because they get stuck between your teeth and all kinds of stuff. So you're like trying to get them out of your teeth and your gums, and then you chew on them and you get the blueberry again. God, this is good though. I swear to God, I gotta get one more little thing here. This beer is like really.
This is God.
Oh God, this beer is so freaking thick. The green mango effect goes away, leaving it with more of a citrus kick, stone fruit, tropical fruity, like mango-y, like lemon orangey like kick going on. That blueberry kind of lingers in the back. It's real nice. It's got a real nice blend. I like this. I'd rather have this with probably a honey goat cheese, something with less fruits and stuff so that I can see, or even a plain one. But real good mix. Real good mix, guys. Right on, man. I'm happy. Cheers. Let's get me down. and let's go through our thoughts and our scores. Maybe we can look at the chat for a little bit. So I'll start here. I'll start with Miscellaneous Magnets says, wow, we interesting. Wow, we. All right, 10 Bourbon Bounty says 10%. Use that in a mimosa and call it a freaking day. Hell yeah. Ronnie says, right. Beer Chugs, laugh out loud, drop the brick. Bourbon Bounty, as long as I am comparing the panel to popular characters, I have to say Beer Man reminds me of Captain Caveman. Beer Chugs. I'm hoping he'll be on be that on Halloween. Hey, that's a thought. I think it's how the reacts with enzymes and goat milk. I just choked on a blueberry, but I think I think that you might be right. I was thinking more Moses, like
You said you
from
swear
the
to
Bible.
God. It was when you said you swear to God.
Oh, I swear to Moses. Let my people go. All right. So we had a great panel here. We have some great thoughts. We have some great ideas about this, and I'm sure you've got some good notes here. So we're gonna start with Miscellaneous. Shout out your scores, your thoughts, and your week, where you're gonna be with your channel, whatever you're doing.
All right.
Right on.
All right. So my thoughts on the oh shit, still got some in there. Look at that. Forgot about that. Anyways, the beer, light body, golden, had a slight lager look to it. Not as tart or sour as I expected, hands down. It had a watermelon, green apple smell and flavor to it. It was kind of in the middle, like a sour green apple and the watermelon. They were kind of clashing. It wasn't a bad mixture. Smelled good. The mouthfeel was kind of weak for a Goza, in my opinion. It wasn't real poppy, prickly, anything like that. Just a little off. I don't know. In my opinion, I like sour, so that's the kind of shit I'm into from time to time. The cheese was really good. Sweet honey flavor, rich, creamy, coats the whole mouth, all the palate. See, the beer, I scored the beer an 85. I was expecting a lot more out of it. I think they were on the path to doing something really good, and kind of fell short, in my opinion. The cheese, scored the cheese at a 95. It's really good. The honey goes really well with the rich, creamy, like cream cheese taste with the goat cheese. So yeah, 95 on that. Together, thought the cheese nullified a lot of the fruit flavors in there, which I really didn't mind, but it brought out a lot of like the salty notes of like your traditional Goza. So that kind of brought it together a little bit for me. The cheese kind of helped it out, in my opinion. So combined score, I'm gonna go with an 89.
Nice. That's good. That's passing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to try a Goza. I got to do a Goza with this now. You got me thinking.
A little bit more salty Goza, yeah.
Salty. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Right on, Miscellaneous. All right, Bumpy. Oh, do you have anything to share out or anything like that?
I don't really have anything. I've actually been I think I'm gonna get out and go make a magnet fishing video here soon.
Awesome.
Get out of the house, go do something.
Good, man. Yeah, that'd be good to see. Cool. Right on, man. All right, Bumpy. What you think?
So for the beer, the Flemish Red Uwe des Jacobins Rogue.
Jacobin.
I mean, it is from 2019. It was bottled on November 13th, 2019. But these items can age because they are already aged in oak footers and stuff like that, and then they are blended gets the right product. My favorite Flemish red I've had was the Duchess de Bouillon, which I gave a 100 out of a 100 to.
Wow.
That one, the Duchess is a bit sweeter. I think that the oak flavors and stuff shine through a little bit more. I think you can pick up on more out of it. It's just bursting with more than mostly just cherry notes and stuff like that coming out of it. Cherry and complete sourness, and vinegar. So for this one, it's still a decent Flemish red. I'm gonna give it a 94 out of 100. It's gonna land it in a very good range. The cheese, I thought was fantastic. I mean, anytime if I eat a cheese and it reminds me of something that I really, really enjoy, like this cheese here reminded me of cheesecake, like a nice cheesecake, especially I think with the cinnamon. Like you mentioned, the crust is usually like a graham cracker type crust, which I think usually has cinnamon incorporated. So maybe that's what they were kind of going for, to make it taste kind of like a cream cheese, not a cream cheese, a cheesecake. And I think I'll ask the wife, when she makes a cheesecake, and she'll make some cheesecakes, see if she can do like an orange and cranberry one. I think that would be fantastic. So I'm going to give the cheese itself a 98 out of 100.
Nice. Good.
And the pairing, once again, I think that if I had the Duchess de Bouillon to pair with this, it would have been better. But these two, they did blend together. I think that this cheese definitely helped this beer out. Just with the adding the sweetness and the cinnamon that was shining through, especially with the sourness. Cinnamon was really coming out at the tail end when the sourness was washed away from the cheese. Just kind of inviting in a nice sweetness palate after a complete long. So I think the pairing I'm going to give a 97 out of 100. Should also be in the excellent range. So,
that's great. That's fantastic. Hell yeah, dude. Very good. See, I told you you'd like it. No. So what you got going on? What's in your agenda? Well, you have,
you got the polls up for the next Malty Monday, so that's up there. Right now, it looks like malt liquors are leading, but there's still time to vote. So if there's anybody out there that wants to vote, on my last Malty Monday, which was the international lagers, you can go in there. You don't even have to watch the video. You just click on the thing and go down to the description. The poll will be in there, unless you're in the hangout groups that we're in. They are in our various hangout groups as well. Find the poll, so you can still vote on that. The polling will stop at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and that will decide what beer is next up on Malty Monday, which is on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern time, is the start of the show. And
nice.
everybody's welcome on panel, as long as you bring the product that we're going to be looking at, and you behave yourselves like rational human beings.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If malt liquor gets it could get rowdy.
Yeah. Well, that'd be an easy one to find. So if it was, that's
well,
good.
for most people, it's not so easy up here in the Northeast.
For most, really, it's not. Wow.
Get out of
Dude,
here.
I
Go
got
to
like
the
two to
cheese.
choose from.
Go to the
Crazy.
bad neighborhood and go to the corner store and get you a malt liquor, man.
Yeah.
Go to 7-Eleven or
station should have some kind of malt liquor.
Yeah, no, I can get 211 or Hurricane. Those are the only ones I see.
not even the grocery stores, huh? Not
Yeah, that's
even
in the grocery stores. Craft beer stores around here don't carry that crap.
Nah, they wouldn't.
Gas station. You don't get a lot of malt
The gas
liquor. at
stations, the gas stations carry the same as grocery stores.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, but you're more likely to have fresher stuff.
They're
in the,
living their good
grocery store.
life up there in Vermont, man.
It's good for
they're
malt liquor.
Nipas. Nice. All right, Bumpy, man. Good score. That was Oxalate.
No.
That was oxalate.
Oxidization.
I know what to put in his beer mail. You'll send you a Mickey's.
Yeah.
Which kind of cheese, by the way? Yeah, you get
I've always wanted to
Mickey's,
try Mickey's or King
Yorty,
Cobra.
King Cobra, man.
King Cobra.
That
Old
dude.
is-
English, Colt 45. I mean, classic.
Yeah, any of those, I don't get those here. So
Funny bourbon. Yeah, Schlitz. King Cobra, dude. Old E was always one of my go-tos because it was so cheap. The big old 40. Yeah. It's all ghetto. But all right. Well, John, what you tell us about your give us your notes, your opinion, your scores, and shout out anything
right.
you want to shout out.
Okay, so the beer's almost gone. The cheese is almost gone. I went ahead and dumped the log on the plate, and it's going bye-bye. I first time trying goat cheese. I freaking love it. You guys know I love sour beers. The beer alone is probably a 94 out of 100. It's a solid A. It's got great fresh blueberry flavor, nice wheat malt character, nice sourness to it, and it drops off really cleanly on the back end. It's not lingering, and I think that it pairs beautifully with the cheese, which the cheese on its own, so 94 for the beer by itself. The cheese on its own is easily a 98 out of 100 for me. It coats the mouth beautifully. It's got that nice little sour note to it, which complements the beer perfectly. The garlic and herb is there, but it's not overpowering. I could see how cheeses – I've had a lot of garlic and herb products, whether it be cheese, chips, anything flavored with garlic and herb. They can really overdo it with the garlic and herb notes. They did not do that with this. It was beautifully balanced. It really let the goat cheese shine through. And then the cheese and the beer together, when you get take a bite of the cheese, or I hate to even say bite, because you don't even have to bite the cheese. It just, you put it in your mouth and it melts in your mouth. So and it coats your mouth a little bit. And when you take that swig of the beer, it just kind of breaks up that coating and it just drops everything off beautifully. It's like the perfect balance. And together, call me crazy, but I think this is the perfect beer and cheese pairing. I think it's 100. The pairing together is better than the two standing alone. Both A's, like I said, 94 for the beer, 98 for the cheese. But when you pair them together, for me, it's the perfect combination. And I will definitely be buying some more goat cheese very soon. I'm glad I got to do this. I'm just hell of impressed with goat cheese. I cannot believe I'm 32 years old and I've never had freaking goat cheese before.
Missing out, man. You're missing out,
dude. It's good.
Not
very
living
happy.
life till you have some goat cheese.
Hey, have it on a bagel, dude. Everything. Like, you have it on anything, man. I
That
love
garlic
goat cheese.
herb goat cheese would be good on like a bagel.
Oh yeah, the everything bagel. I had an everything bagel goat cheese last week, and that was phenomenal. Dude. That was really good. It was really good. So
I thought it was
cool,
interesting,
dude.
too, that Miscellaneous and myself both had the Publix brand goat cheese, and you and Bumpy both had different variations of the Vermont. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
From two different sides of the U.S.
Right.
They distribute quite wide.
Actually,
I guess
we get the Vermont goat cheese down here too.
Oh wow, all 50 states probably.
We get it down here. Just wasn't they had I don't know. The way they switch the cheese up in the stores, kind of the selection's always different. You know, you can go in there one day, you go in there 2 days later, they got totally different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do they have a section in your store though that has just cheese? Like a little
usually it's
thing?
by it's the little island. Yeah, it's usually by the deli, and that's where they have like all the specialty cheeses.
Especially, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
like the $5,000 I'm rich kind of cheeses. Holy
I think
shit!
you have
what am I
to.
spending
I think
this
you
much
have to
money
go
for?
up to the counter for that. They don't put that on the
Yeah.
shelf.
Yeah, if I go to like to Hannaford's, which is like a ritzy type shopping, like where you find a lot of the better off people shopping because their prices are a little bit steeper, but they have a great selection, and they do have like a whole organic side of the store. So when I go cheese shopping, if I need to find something like really, really special, I'll go there and just go. You go on the organic side, and they have a whole like island of cheeses, and then they have a whole like section on like in the fridge area of cheeses. It's like tons of cheese.
Nice.
But then you can go to the other side over by the dairy, the regular shopping, and you can find your regular
Normal
Run of the
stuff.
mill
put
old
out there.
stuff.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel and
The injected cheese,
yeah.
the stuff that's bad for you. No, I'm just kidding.
It tastes good, though.
It tastes good.
The stuff
Good on
that
my
you get
hamburger.
slice.
Yeah. I like the slices. I always get the slices on the hamburgers and stuff. Yeah, dude. So did you shout anything out? Do you have anything going? Did I hear that already? Or
No, I haven't done any of that. So my channel, you could type my name and come across my channel that way, or you could type in Georgia Beer Reviews. Either way, you'll find me. And that's pretty much what I do. Beer reviews. Every once in a while, I'll do, whiskey or wine. And then, of course, every Sunday is Stout Sunday on my channel, 10:30 Eastern time, every Sunday morning. We just, we have a panel just like this. We hang out, we drink different stouts and review them together live. And that's pretty much all I got. So
I'll have
I know
to
it's
wake
kind of
up
early
one
for a
morning.
lot of people on the West Coast because, like, Beer Man, I'd love for you to join, but it's like, what, 7:30 in the morning for you, right? Or is it earlier than that? How many hours?
As long as we
behind
don't
are you?
keep him up all night drinking with us, he could probably make it.
Yeah.
Just give me a
But anyway,
month.
we just have a lot of fun, much like on this
Sweet.
stream, and we just hang out and drink beer.
Nice. Awesome, man. Well, thanks. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys being here. Well, cool. Let me give my last thoughts, and then we're wrapping this up within an hour here. That's good. So this beer was fucking awesome. If you guys have to cuss sometimes, it's okay. It's all right. Just don't like rip into it, But no, this is a great. Wait till we go out in the back. No, the good beer though. Good mango flavored green mangoed beer. It was more of a what's the off flavor I'm thinking of? What's that descriptor? Just the puckery, the
Tart?
if y'all want to help me out. I guess you could say tart. Yeah, just real green fruity. Like I can't get the word out. Sorry about that, everyone. But very green fruity.
Or
Astringent is kind of where I'm going. I think more of a in the back. Like wow, that's like a real. You need to sit that fruit out a little longer. But that's what I got out of this.
Not ripe, non-ripe,
Not unripe. Yeah,
Unripe.
not ripe. Unripened mango is definitely it. Or grapefruit is actually what I got of it. But the beer alone is very complex and straight up what it is. I'm going to give it a 94. I thought it was pretty exceptional. I'm glad it was at 10%. If it was any lighter, it would have been a little weird. I think the dankness, the sweetness of it, the high percentage was real good on it. The cheese was exceptional. I'll give that a 98. Together, I will go. Let's go 97. Let's go kind of middle, sort of a little over middle. 97. Very good mixture. It seemed to really take a lot of that green unripe fruit out and kind of put in what it needed to make it perfect. So very happy with this blend. So I'm glad this was a good I don't know if you're gonna call it a challenge, but it was definitely something to go try and kind of get everyone's opinion. I thought it was really cool to see how everyone reacted to it. The Goza is definitely something I want to try now, as they are a little more tart than the actual sour beers. Salty, so that would be interesting. But man, this has been good. Have you guys all right? You feel good about this one?
I feel
Oh,
great,
yeah.
man. I gotta thank you, man, because I would have not had goat cheese if it was not for this beer and cheese Tuesday, man. I'm freaking blown away by how well the two, the beer style and the cheese just blend together. I think it's awesome.
Very much awesome. Like awesomeness all the way through it, man. I love it. I think that's why I did this. So
It was a lot better than Swiss.
Did somebody did you research different types of beers and cheese pairings, or like how did you come up with this particular combo, beer and cheese combo?
I've tried it several times and was happy every time. So I was like, okay, it's time for, and I didn't see enough of you guys doing it with goat cheese. So I was like, okay, let's do goat cheese then, because this is freaking, it's good, man. So you guys got to try it. No, that's kind of what went through my mind though. So, it's just a good thing, kind of how you found it out today, It's just like, wow, it really went well with
it. Just kind of ran into it and fell in love with it.
Wall, yeah, boom. Yep. So, but cool. Catch me Wednesday tomorrow for rest. I still don't know what I'm gonna build tomorrow for my recipe, but I'll be doing 5:00 p.m. East Pacific time recipe hour, and then heading over to Beer Chugs, of course. Most of us will be over there, if not all of us. You should go over there, John. Be fun.
I will try to join. I've been telling Mike that I've been good. Been trying to join for a while. I kind of have an easy work week. I mean, I joined Bumpy last night. I joined you tonight. I'm going to try to join everything this week if I can. Mike, if you're still watching, I love, you got a great show. It's nothing personal. I just really have been busy. So I definitely plan on checking out the What's the ABV show tomorrow night for sure.
Well, you're a busy man, dude. You work hard, from what I've gathered. So you keep on doing good, man. You're doing good for us all, for your family and everything else. So just keep it up, man. Good having you here. So right on. So I guess we'll wrap this up. Freaking an hour, dude. Almost an hour. It's perfect, dude. So we'll go. We'll hang out in the back if you want a little bit. But thank you, chat. I appreciate you guys so much. All of us appreciate you. And also this is on YouTube and Twitter. So thank you to anyone on, Facebook and Twitter. So thank you to all, I guess, my friends on there. If you're watching, thank you so much. And we'll continue to kind of branch out to all the other social media areas. So cool. All right. You guys have a good night. It's going to be a wild card. We'll talk about it in the end, but we'll do a wild one. We're going to try and do one of these planned ones kind of once a week or month. I want to kind of once a week.
Once a week will be every time.
Well, that was a spur of the moment one this last time. So we just did a planned one like 2 weeks before that. So we'll give it a month though between each one, 3 weeks. So cool, man. You guys take it easy, chat. Much love to the panel. Check everyone out, please. Chat. Go to these guys. Check their channels out. See what they got to offer, and just good stuff all around. Got a great beer community here. So I love you guys. We're out of here. I'm gonna go big, and and then we'll
cheers, beer man. Thanks for having us on.
Cheers,
man.
Thank
cheers,
you.
beer man.
Nice. Oh shit.